Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. Heads up, owners of businesses, and heads up, employees. There's a new law in New Hampshire on flexible work, and here it is. Let's go to the graphic. New Hampshire Legislature, Senate Bill 416 by Senator Dan Feltz of Concord, that prohibits an employer from retaliating against an employee who represents or requests a flexible work schedule. Now, here are some of the reasons for the employees want flexible work. They want work and life balance, family, childcare in particular, time savings, commuting stress, and health. And then the types of flexible work are several: telecommuting, alternative schedules, part-time, and freelance. With me to talk about this new law, because it is significant, is Michael Lewis of the Rath, Young & Pignatelli Law Firm in Concord, who is in business and employment legal practice and a litigator. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
This law, did it come about because there is evidence that there has been retaliation by employers against these kind of flex work requests?
Yeah, I mean, it came about for a couple of reasons. First, it came about because I think that there is a real desire on the part of the legislature and the business community to create an environment that is really forward-looking, that reflects the new balance of work and family life within modern families, right, and seeks to attract younger, vibrant, dynamic families to New Hampshire. The Labor Department of New Hampshire, in support of this bill, did indicate that there have been complaints that have been brought before it that it had not been able to address in absence of the law, that caused it to believe that it was a concern for New Hampshire employees. Right. Right. And so that's part of what spurred the law.
Well, our law in New Hampshire says prohibits employers from retaliating against an employee who requests a flexible work schedule. However, as you know, over in Vermont, they've gone one step further. They've got that same prohibition against retaliation, but they also say that the employer must discuss and consider those requests.
Right. So Vermont is a state that has taken a more formalized approach to this issue. Requests have to be made in writing by the employee. They have to state the reason for the request. They have to state why it would not affect the business, and responses have to be, by businesses to those requests, have to be similarly formalized. Yeah. And our law is not so formal, and in some ways it reflects a New Hampshire approach to this issue. Mm-hmm. It creates a marker. It says to businesses and employees, look, this is an issue that we want to address, yep, but we're not going to be very heavy-handed about it. But we want you to know that we want you to take seriously these requests by employees.
And if businesses don't take it seriously, they could be, in the article you wrote for New Hampshire Business Review just recently, they could see administrative or civil litigation.
Right. While the statute is not heavy-handed, violations of it will give rise to a right to seek remedies in the Labor Commission, and it also could give rise to civil litigation. There's no specific private right of action in the courts. Nevertheless, the law has some teeth, and I think that's the reason. I mean, I can't imagine a legislature would care about a policy and not give the law at least a little teeth for it to affect the policy.
Let's put up another graphic as we wind down this interview. 82% of those in a 2015 survey by FlexJobs said they would be more loyal to an employer if they had flexible work options. Probably no surprise.
No surprise at all. A number of journals have tracked changes in the family work life balance that we've seen over the course of the last 50 years. Yeah. 2/3 of families now have all adult workers in their families.
And that is a change.
And that is a big change.
And we're out of time.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Michael Lewis of Rath, Young & Pignatelli Law Firm in Concord. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fred.
And you wrote that article for New Hampshire Business Review, which caught my eye, thus you're here.
Thank you.